here's your review for special right triangles, 30, 60, 90, and 45, 45, 90. That's what we need to identify first in all of these. And this first one is 45, 45, 90. So that means both the legs need to be the exact same. They're both 8. And then to find the hypotenuse from the leg, all I have to do is multiply by the square root of 2. So 8 square root of 2 for that answer. For number 2, all we need to do, because we're given the hypotenuse, and this is 45, 45, 90 because it's isosceles, I need to take the hypotenuse, divide by the square root of 2. Well, that means the square roots of 2 would cancel out. That means one leg is 13. Both legs must be the same there. Both are 13. All right, number 3, I'm given a leg. If I'm touching the box, that means the other leg must be the exact same. So to get to the hypotenuse, I need to do that leg times the square root of 2. That's the same as 4 times the square root of 20. But I can rewrite that. 20 can be broken down into 4 and 5. The square root of 4 is 2. So it means I have 4 times 2 times the square root of 5, or 8 square roots of 5. So my hypotenuse, 8 root 5. All right, number 4, I have a 30, 60, 90 triangle. I am given the short leg because it's across from the 30-degree angle. To get the hypotenuse of this, I just double it to get 18. And to get the long leg, I do the short leg times the square root of 3. Remember, 30 degrees, square root of 3 for the longer leg. And number 5, I'm back to a 45, 45, 90 triangle. I'm given this hypotenuse because it's across from the boxes. To find the leg, I need to do 24. I need to divide it by the square root of 2. So now I need to rationalize this, which means multiply by root 2 over root 2. So that means I will have 24 square roots of 2 divided by 2, which that can simplify and become just 12 times the square root of 2. Alright, and number 6, I'm given the long leg here because the short leg is what's across from 30. So to get from short leg to long leg, I multiply by the square root of 3. Now I need to work backwards. So it's 7 square roots of 3 over the square root of 3. The root 3's cancel out, and I'm left with just 7. And then to get from this short leg right there to the hypotenuse, I just double it and get 14. Alright, looking forward, number 7, another 45, 45, 90 triangle. I'm given the hypotenuse. To get to the leg, I need to divide by the square root of 2. And then I will rationalize because I can't have the roots in the denominator, and I'll have 7 root 2 over 2. So 7 root 2 over 2 is the answer for both legs. 7 root 2 over 2. Alright, here number 8. We are given this long leg of 18, and it's a long leg because it's across from the 60-degree mark. So to get from long leg to short leg, I need to take that 18 and divide it by the square root of 3. When I rationalize it, I'm left with 18 square roots of 3 over 3. 18 divided by 3 simplifies to be 6. So 6 square roots of 3 is the short leg. And to get to the hypotenuse, all I need to do is double it. I don't want to double both parts. I'm multiplying by 2. 6 times 2 is 12, and I keep the square root of 3 just as it is, 12 square roots of 3. Alright, number 9, we are back to a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So to get from hypotenuse to leg, we're given the hypotenuse here, I need to divide by the square root of 2. So I can divide the parts on the radical, and I'm left with 3 square roots of 3. 3 root 3 is my answer for both legs. In number 10, I'm given the hypotenuse. To get from hypotenuse to short leg, I just divide by 2 and get 14. And then from short leg to long leg, I take that 14, the short leg, and multiply it by the square root of 3. In number 11, I'm again given the hypotenuse. To get from hypotenuse to the short leg, here's 30, so here's the short leg, I need to divide it by 2. So I'll just leave it as 15 halves, or 7.5 if you prefer. What I then do from there is I take this short leg and again multiply it by the square root of 3. So 15 square roots of 3 over 2, or if you prefer to leave it as 7.5 times the square root of 3, that will work as well. Alright, and then number 12, we are given an equilateral triangle. That means that this is a 60-degree angle. That means this has been cut in half to be a 30-degree angle. Yet again, I'm given the hypotenuse. So to get to the short leg, I cut it in half. And to get this altitude, the long leg, just multiply it by the square root of 3. So 8 and 8 square roots of 3.
I have no idea.
Alright, we're on to the word problems now. It's easiest to just try to draw a picture on this. In this, we're given a square. The diagonal is 12 inches long. If it's a square, that means it's The sides are the same, so it's a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So to get the side length, I need to take that hypotenuse of 12, divide it by the square root of 2, so that's 45, 45, 90. I'll rationalize it, root 2 over root 2. So I'll have 12 square roots of 2 over 2, which means my side length is 6 square roots of 2, and my unit is inches. 6 root 2 inches. 14, when I'm given an equilateral triangle, the side of one of them is 6 times the square root of 3. We want to know what the altitude is. Well, this is 60 degrees, that means this is 30 degrees, with that being a 90-degree angle. I want to know what the altitude is. Well, to get from the hypotenuse to this short leg, I just divide by 2. So that means this is 3 times the square root of 3. So then to get to the altitude, short leg to long leg, I take that 3 root 3, and I multiply it again by the square root of 3. Well, that means it's 3 times the square root of 9. The square root of 9 is 3, so 3 times 3 gives you 9, and my unit is meters. In 15, we have another equilateral triangle. This time it tells you the altitude is 12. So we need to figure out what the length of one of the sides is first. Well, if I know this is 12, to get to the short leg here, so I'm going to say SL, the short leg, is going to be 12 divided by the square root of 3. I'll rationalize it. Root 3 over root 3 gives me 12 square roots of 3 over 3, which is the same as 4 square roots of 3. So this guy right here is 4 times the square root of 3. From there, to get from the short leg to the long leg, I just multiply by 2. So the side length here, as my answer, is 8 times the square root of 3 feet. And then to get the perimeter, that's the whole way around, to get that perimeter, all I have to do is add them all up. Well, if I have 8 square roots of 3 here, I'll have the same over here and on the bottom. That means 8 root 3 plus 8 root 3 plus another 8 root 3. If I have 8 square roots of 3, another 8 of them, and another 8 of them, that means I have 24 of them in total. 24 times the square root of 3 feet. Alright, 16. The perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 39 centimeters. That means each side must be 13 centimeters. We need to find what the altitude again is. So there's my altitude, I don't know what it is. This is 60 degrees here. So it means to first get from the hypotenuse to this short leg, I divide by 2. So again, the short leg is going to be 13 over 2 centimeters. If you prefer, that's 6.5 centimeters. To get from short leg to long leg, I need to take that 13 over 2, so this is what the altitude would be, 13 over 2, and multiply it by the square root of 3. So it's just 13 square roots of 3 divided by 2. And that's my final answer. For 17, we're again given a diagonal of a square. The diagonal is 18 millimeters. I need to find the perimeter, so I need to find one of these side lengths. So to find the side length, I'm just going to take the diagonal divided by the square root of 2, rationalize it, and I get 18 square roots of 2 over 2, which is the same as 9 times the square root of 2 millimeters. Well, that's what one side is. To get the perimeter, I need to do 4 times that side length. So 4 times 9 square roots of 2, 4 times 9 root 2 is equal to 36 times the square root of 2. So 36 root 2 millimeters. Alright, and 18 is probably the toughest one to draw. All I'm saying here is this diagonal is 12 inches, and we make an angle of 60 degrees here. Okay? So, what I have is this is technically going to be my short leg, even though it didn't really draw that way, and this is my long leg. To get to the short leg, from the hypotenuse, I just divide by 2 to get 6, and then get from short leg to long leg, I multiply by the square root of 3. So those are my side lengths, and then to get what the perimeter is, the perimeter is going to be 6 plus 6 square roots of 3 for this guy. Then we also have another 6 here, and another 6 root 3 over here. So plus 6 more, plus 6 root 3 again. That adds up to be 12 plus 12 square roots of 3. My unit is inches, and that's the best you can simplify it. That's all you need to do. Alright, the last ones we have are the multi-step problems. We want to look one triangle at a time. So start with what we know. We know 10 is a leg of this first triangle. Okay, it is the short leg, and we need to get to the long leg because that's what is shared. So to get to the long leg from the short leg, I just multiply by the square root of 3. Now, if I look at this new triangle, which will be here in red, I'm given with 10 root 3, again the short leg, and I'm trying to get to the long leg. So I'll take that 10 root 3, multiply it by another, square root of 3. So when I do that, it's 10 times the square root of 9. The square root of 9 is 3. So 10 times 3, which is 30, as my answer. For number 20, again, another 30, 60, 90 triangle. I'm given the long leg of the 30, 60, 90. I need to get to the hypotenuse. Well, let's go one step at a time. To get to the short leg, I need to make it 6 divided by the square root of 3. Let's rationalize that, and I end up with 6 root 3 over 3, which is the same as 2 square roots of 3. To get from that short leg to the hypotenuse, I double it. So this hypotenuse is 4 square roots of 3. Now, in terms of my new triangle, which I'm going to draw here in pink, I'm given the angle across from the 30, which is, which is the short leg. And I'm wanting to get to the long leg. So I need to take that 4 square roots of 3, and to get to the long leg, multiply it by another root 3. So 4 times 3, which is 12, as my answer. So x here, in that case, equals 12. Alright, in 21, we're given, in the green triangle, we're given a leg of a 45, 45, 90. That means that the hypotenuse is just multiplying by the square root of 2, so 9 square roots of 2. Okay, now with the red triangle here, we're given another leg. In this case is what this shared side is. It's a leg. To get to the hypotenuse, I just do whatever that leg is times the square root of 2. Root 2 and root 2 becomes just 2. 9 times 2 is 18. So x equals 18. In 22 down here, we're given the hypotenuse of a big triangle. It's a 45, 45, 90 triangle. To get back to one of the legs, I need to divide by the square root of 2. So the root 2's cancel out, and I'm left with just 5. Now I can look at the new triangle here in purple. And with the new triangle, I'm given, it's across in the box, so that's the hypotenuse. To get to this leg, I need to take the hypotenuse and divide it by the square root of 2. Well, I don't like it like that. I need to rationalize it. Root 2 over root 2. So I should have 5 square roots of 2 over 2 as my answer for x. In 23, 30, 60, 90 triangle, I'm given the hypotenuse of that triangle. I need to get to this shared side, which is across from the 30, so that's the short leg. So to do that, I just divide it by 2. That means that this leg right here is 5 halves, or 2.5 for the short leg. So now that means in terms of finding it for the long leg, I'll make it here in red now, I'm given the angle or the side across from 60. That's the long leg. That means I need to go and take this long leg to first find the short leg. To get from long leg to short leg, I need to take that long leg, 5 halves, divide it by the square root of 3. Now I have what the short leg is. Well, I should rationalize it first. Let's do that. And now I'll have 5 square roots of 3 divided by 6. 3 and 3 becomes just 3 with the square root gone, times 2 is 6. That's what this guy is here, 5 root 3 over 6. Now, to get to the hypotenuse of this is the short leg. To get the hypotenuse, I'm doubling it. So that means I'm going to multiply it by 2. 5 root 3 over 6 times 2. Those cancel out and just makes it over 3. So 5 square roots of 3 over 3 is my answer for x. And now, finally, the last one. I'm given the long leg of a 30, 60, 90 triangle. To get to the short leg, I need to divide by root 3. So 6 divided by the square root of 3, rationalize it, and I get 6 square roots of 3 over 3. That's the same as 2 square roots of 3. That's the short leg. To get from the short leg to the long leg, I double it. So I have 4 square roots of 3 now. So now looking at my new triangle, the blue triangle, I'm a leg of now a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So to get to x, I take the leg and I multiply by the square root of 2. So I have 4 times the square root of 6. And that can't be simplified, so that's my final answer. So there you have it. Everything you need to know about special right triangles. Best of luck, and there you go.